It's the Asian Network. Next, the British charity is aiming to break the world blood donation record in one calendar day. The social justice movement, Who is Hussain, has teamed up with NHS Blood and Transplant to raise awareness about blood donations, especially amongst people from ethnic minority backgrounds where donation rates are low. And this takes place on Saturday at the weekend. So let's speak to Dr. Mohammed Abbas Khaki, who is a GP and is from the campaign, Who is Hussain. And we also have first-time donor Rokia as well, who's from East London. Hi, both of you.
Hi, how are you?
Well, thank you. Doctor, first of all, let's, I guess, get into the crux of why Asians are so reluctant to donate blood historically.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of myths that have been going around about blood donation within our communities, and that has often meant people don't come forward when the opportunity is there. You know, I've heard things like, oh, I'm worried that it's unhygienic or painful. I'm worried that I can't donate because of certain conditions. And actually, we can allay some of those myths today. You know, for example, the unhygienic or painful concern, well, it's undertaken by a healthcare professional who's trained and experienced. It's really quite quick. You know, we sometimes feel that because we've got diabetes or high blood pressure in our community, we can't donate. But actually, mostly with those conditions, you can. Some people think it's very long or takes a lot of time, but actually it's 10 or 15 minutes, the actual donation part, and an hour overall. So actually we can donate, and those myths we need to start addressing. And
tell us a little bit more about this campaign. It's called Who is Hussain? What's the main aim?
Well, Who's Hussain is our charity, and Hussain is the focal point. He's an immensely important figure of social justice and inspiration in the history of mankind, really. Muslims will know him and respect him as the grandson of the Prophet, or also a leader. They often refer to him as Imam Hussain. But actually, he's recognized and respected as a humanitarian outside of religion because of his fight for social justice. And it's those sort of values of truth and justice that we've taken inspiration from. So Who's Hussain is basically asking, who are the Hussains of today? Who's going to support those people who are suffering today, and how are we going to do that? And that's why we've got this campaign today.
Okay, and Rokia, you're donating for the first time. Why are you deciding to do this? How are you feeling?
Hi. I'm really nervous about donating for the first time. It's something that I've always thought about doing, honestly, because I understand how helpful it is. I just didn't know until this campaign came along, the extent of what it actually does. So I was always one of those people who'd be like, you know, someone else will do it. I'll do it next year. I'll do it next month. It's fine. I was always just putting it off. Yeah. But then when this campaign came along, and the facts that were coming out, the stats, on the Instagram page, on the talks that we had, in masjid and stuff. It put it all into perspective. And honestly, I started feeling embarrassed that I hadn't done it, up until now.
Yeah, but it's understandable to have these emotions, but it's great that you're learning more about it. Are there any questions you want to ask Dr. Mohammed while he's with us?
Yeah, I mean, as a first-time donor, I really want to know what's going to happen, the physical part of it, when I go in and sit down on that chair to when I leave, basically.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, you signed up, you get on there on the day, and the first thing that they're going to ask you is for your health information. You know, take a bit of information from you, make sure that you're eligible to donate, which almost everybody is. Then you basically have a wait in the queue for the chair to be available, have a seat down, the nurse will talk to you, take the blood, 5-10 minutes, put a plaster on, and then they give you a lovely cup of tea or an orange juice, biscuit, make sure you feel okay and you're ready to go and talk to everyone about how great it was, and then you're done. It's so simple and so easy.
Does it feel better, Rokia, hearing that?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Good. Just finally then, as we finish off, how can people get involved, just briefly?
Yeah, of course. So obviously you want to sign up to our website. It's blood.whoishussain.org. And if you can sign up, there's kind of all the information about where you are and the areas to donate. And I would urge you to say, look, you know, if you're thinking about whether or not you want to donate or not, whether you want to join this, one thing to say is that the NHS has reached out to say we need 400 new donors per day to meet the demand. You know, you are saving 3 lives with each donation. It's an incredible thing. So please do reach out to us through the socials or follow us on whoishussain.org or whatever, however you sort of follow and get involved with it.
Just briefly, what's the record you're trying to break?
The record, we're trying to go for 50,000 donations across 250 cities, across 20 countries across the world, which would be 150,000 lives saved.
Awesome. Rocky, you're going to be a record breaker.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes, you will. Yes.
Amazing. Thank you, both of you, and good luck for this weekend.
That's it. Thank
you so much. Dr. Mohammed Abbas Khaki there, and Rokia Ahmed there as well.